The Atari 2600 was the first console I owned back in the day, and many of those classics from the system have stuck fresh in my mind for many years. I mean, they were some of my earliest gaming experiences, so sure, they're locked away back there, hidden away, but I remember them. I mean, I enjoyed the 2600, but that was back in the 80s. It's a console I have a really hard time going back to. Most 2600 games just don't hold up, and they're not as much fun for me now as I remember them being back then. Times have changed. We used to have to use our imagination with a lot of those games. The graphics were very simple, and so were the sounds. I mean, it's just what we had. It was amazing then. Now, if you take some of those classic games from the Atari from the 80s and modernize them, it kind of sounds like a no-brainer. Keep it simple, but create something fun that's reminiscent of the originals, but with new ideas and designs. And that's what it seems like Atari's been doing with their Recharged series of games lately. Now today I'm playing the latest Recharged game, Yars Recharged. Now, instead of using our imagination that we're playing the game as some kind of giant shooting alien bug thing, we actually can see that's what it is. Shooting down barriers and destroying the main base is the objective here. You can also, I guess, chew down on some of the barriers if you get close enough. Just take down the barriers. I mean, there's power-ups, and you can get these little orbs to build up your energy bar as you take down barriers and defeat enemies type of thing. And once that's full, you can use your cannon to shoot a more powerful blast, doing, massive damage type of thing. And that's pretty much it. Not a lot of variety going on here, and the gameplay is fairly simple. Move, your little bug around with the left analog stick and use the right analog stick to shoot and aim. Not to say that simple is bad, but really the variety here is sorely lacking in my opinion. All the stages look the same, but they may have, a slightly different color scheme occasionally, and there's really no crazy boss fights, just more of the same, but, added extra bullets and lasers being shot at you, getting crazier and crazier, and more barriers. It's all rather bland. The aesthetic, I feel, could have had a lot more variety going on with it. So the game has 30 arcade stages and 30 mission stages. The mission stages offer a little more variety than the arcade game, but I did find it to get tedious after a while. I grew bored of this one pretty quick. I mean, if you didn't tell me this was a reimagining of an Atari classic, I would just think it's some random filler on the Switch eShop. And I also ran into some issues here and there. Sound effects cutting in and out, graphics having weird glitches when mini bases are overlapped, or other art assets in the game overlapping, just kind of weird flickering stuff going on. Occasionally the game would freeze for a split second or slow down. It seems like it needs a little more polish. Now, while I found the game rather bland, tedious, and boring, that doesn't mean everyone will. I just have to keep it real. My opinion is mine alone. You can agree or disagree, that's fine. I mean, this is just a simple twin-stick shooter with one global leaderboard. But I definitely see some people who love this kind of game going at it for that top spot on the leaderboard. So, Yars Recharge just released and is going for under $10 across all consoles and PC. For me, it's a pass. I feel like while there isn't anything horribly wrong with the game, it's just too simple for its own good. It's mediocre, left no impression on me. I mean, I forgot all about this game the second I uploaded this video. Bye!